So this is the new bottom of the deck. 4 of coins. It correlates with the death card 13, 1 plus 3, 4. It also correlates with the emperor. So this is, we can see the divine masculine, either in a female or a male body, is being very stubborn and refuse to give love. So that's what we're seeing here with the new bottom of the deck. And this is the old bottom of the deck. It's the 2 of wands. So here I think it's like some kind of stalemate between you two, where you had a lot of love to give, but you had to step out of your illusion and see things as they really were, which made the other person, they put themselves on hold. They were still focusing all their focus on you, but they didn't want to agree to your conclusion that they needed to put their best foot forward. They were waiting for you to continue putting your best foot forward so they could continue being lazy. But here I'm not feeling the same, you know, lazy, overindulgent energy. I'm more feeling like, oh, what's this? So how to handle this? And I think for a person that's deeply rooted in some certain behavior, it's easier to go back into that old behavior, or even make it like stronger, or taking over your personality even more, if that's your go-to move. So I think their go-to move is to be cold and keep people on arm's length distance, not let them all the way into their vulnerable heart. Well, you are kind of offering up your heart on a sleeve here, but you have terms. You want the other person to step up and, you know, be the real deal. This is 20 and this is 2, so they are also connected. It just shows this two people, like not butting heads, but having different opinions. So it's like 2 choices. It's no compromise in between, because this person, you are just offering beautiful love here, but you want a grown-up relationship, and they say, why do I really have to? Is this really the terms? I enjoyed it as it was before. Okay, so this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind, and this is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. Your feelings towards them, the bond between you two, their feelings towards you, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for August, and their behavior and attitudes. So we'll start with the situation here. 9 of Wands. 9 is connected to the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. This is really Sagittarius energy, but I'm definitely feeling that this is you. You have probably been through hell with this person, and you have given your best, and you have, like, you needed to go down to your deepest resources of strength to be able to deal with this whole relationship and all its challenges. And now you have come to a place where it's not that your energy has run out. I think you're tired too, but it's mostly that you have become strengthened by the whole process. So you feel that I am this good person. In comparison to this person, I'm a jewel. And why should I give my best to a person that doesn't give the best back to me? So it's really, I think I will become a little bit allergic to their behavior. So you just can't take it anymore, even if you would want to, just for the peace of it. You can't take it anymore. So you're putting up some fences towards this person. You remember the 2 of Wands that they had. So it's really like both of you are having the same approach to this situation now. And that's good, because you are taking in their energy, the opposite energy. And this was probably what you were supposed to learn. And this is how you view the other person, as a catastrophe in the making. Now, it's like you have a house of cards, and they crash it down all the time, and you build it up and they crash it down, and you build it up with all this energy, like deep, going down to the oil level of strength, putting up deep seated resources, and you try to fix it again and build it up again, and they tear it down. So you have really seen like the full circle over and over and over again, and you're sick of it, and your soul is sick of it. So that's why you're starting to become also very allergic. It's not only to the repetition, like if you step on someone's doorway, they give you a smack. You still love the person, so you step on their doorway, they give you a smack, and you step on their doorway and they give you a smack. So that most people starts to feel like this, then this person is really not working on our relationship. But for people on earth, at least like half of the population, love is the most important thing, and it's what makes life worth living. So it's also worth fighting for. But it comes to a place where you don't want to get smacked anymore, and you actually want the person to open the door and to let you in, because you believe in the love that you feel, that you have together, or that you feel at least. So this is their point of view, or how they view you. And the Seven of Swords in reversed. They seem to be upset that they can't lie to you anymore. That would be the most straightforward interpretation here. That before they could have you come to their doorway, get a smack, and you will still come back. But now you have done this so many times that you will probably get a smack. So it's not that easy for them to lure you back to their door. And why would they even want to lure you back? I think this whole relationship makes them feel very safe, that you come back. It doesn't matter what they do. You still love them. It's very unconditional. And this has made them feel very safe, and they want to have this more and more. It's like a little kid that hasn't gotten enough attention from their parents and starts to do a lot of shenanigans to get attention. So I don't think this is your fault to begin with. It's something that came with this person, that they needed a lot of negative attention. So they've kind of subconsciously or consciously, most common is subconsciously, they don't know that they do this. They think they behave in a much better way, but subconsciously they project a lot of issues onto you, and they figure out a lot of stupid things to do towards you and see what will happen if they can bring some tears out or some other proof that they have an effect on you, that they exist, that it's like if you can't get loved, you want to get respected, and if you can't get respected, you want to get feared. And I think this person is not working on either respect or fear. I think they more like they want to squeeze this attention out of you. I don't think it's fear either. It's more like manipulating someone. If you have a fly and you pull the fly's wings off, that's kind of energy I'm feeling holding this card. So it's not a nice energy, but it's not that there's something wrong with their soul. It's just where they're at their awakeness level. And it's right now they have probably, first there has been some initial trauma that made them go down this very negative road. And I think it needs to not be paying off for them. It's like if you take a dog home that has been mistreated, it has gotten people have fed them, but shooting the bowl of food into the room where the dog is and then closing the door and hoping for the best. So that kind of training. So the dog knows if I scare these people enough, they will bring me food and leave me be, because I'm scared and I don't want closeness because it hurts. And you need to train this dog. So you need to give them no attention when they're doing negative things, and giving them a lot of love and attention, but in a way that the dog can handle when they do positive things. So not all dogs want hugs. They might want a treat or being left alone if they have been deeply traumatized. So whatever is this person, how they reward themselves is how you should reward them when they're doing something good. And you have been really nice this weekend, so I will leave you already on Sunday because I want you to have time to recuperate. So it can be the nicest thing you can do for this person that I've really tried to behave maybe the whole weekend. So I'm not saying that you should waste much more time on this person, but if this is on schedule from a divine point of view, maybe you have a karma together that needs to be solved. And here we have the World card in the reverse. That kind of says to me that you're could be released from this karma. It seems like you have done your half of the job here. So I'm checking your feelings for this person also. And here you kind of agree. King of Wands in the reversed. It's like you're pointing finger to them, like the nasty finger. So you agree with the divine. I think this anger will probably subside with time, and you will start to see the more beautiful things that happen in your relationship, and you will start to remember them, and that's when forgiveness comes. But for right now, just becoming angry and saying no like this is actually releasing you from this karma, is what it seems. So this is the other person's feelings towards you. 4 of Cups. So this is the little mistreated dog or the little mistreated child that still waits for the love to come. Like, even if I'm bad, even if I'm not worthy of love. Let's say that this person has been with parents that have really high standards and the kid was never able to live up to them. Or if this was someone that lived with parents that have different addictions or other deep problems, the kid didn't get what they needed from their parents. So the little inner child with this person is still waiting to be loved. And I think you have given them a lot of love in the past. And they finally felt a little bit at home with you. We have seen the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles, like steady. So even if they haven't really let you in, they felt steady when being with you, but they pulled a lot of crap with you, but you have seen through it and they realize it, and they feel even more shitty because of this, because they know that they were the one driving you away. So they can't blame anyone but themselves. But there's no grown up inside of this person that can take care of this little person. It's just like someone doing shenanigans and another personality being like broken. So that makes me a little bit sad, but it's what it is. It's not your job to heal this person, I guess. So this is your behaviors and attitudes. 9 of Cups, it shows that you take back what you gave this person and you keep it for yourself. So it's simple. It's not very complicated. Self-love, you're working on self-love. And whatever you wanted from this person, you are giving it to yourself, and you say, oh, to hell with you. And this is the other person's behaviors and attitudes. And it's like, my mother doesn't love me anymore. And it's like the same red thread through this whole person, that they have a deep childhood issues. And that's why they have behaved in this way. But it's not your fault. You didn't raise them, at least not in this life. You might have done some mistakes in the past life, but it's what it is. So the outcome for August is 6 of Wands. I will interpret it exactly as it comes to me. And this is what you wanted from the other person that they would do towards you. And the divine says this is what you're supposed to do towards that person. You should be the leader. You should be the one, like when one of your students or your dogs isn't following the straight and narrow, you need to go and train them, and to make them become a better soldier, a better dog, a better boyfriend or girlfriend. And that's your job, and you're sent here to lead the troops because you have maybe a better sense of moral. Maybe you would never, because you have gone through this before, you have done this stupid lesson before, so you know how important it is to raise a kid in a good way, or how to train this dog, or whatever. So you know how to do it right. You have it instinctively, while this person's parents didn't. So the divine sees that you have an opportunity here to correct the things that they have learned, both by saying no, but also by showing how this is supposed to be done. Let's say that this person has been ill-treated by people in their past, and they are treating you the same way. And when you tell them very clearly, like with leadership skills, you tell them that this is not how we do things, and this will lead to this, and this is not what we want. We want to have loyalty. We want to be like a team. And if you are not a team player, you are not working for the team. You are betraying the team. And then this person understands that also the people that did this towards them didn't have the highest moral, that they were in the wrong, because it's very easy for children to believe that they are the one that's at fault, and therefore this child that's now a grown-up, they can be like 90 years old, they will still, if they haven't solved this, they will still be like this little kid. So they have a lot of self-loathing and self-hatred, because probably their parents displayed a lot of loathing and hatred towards the kid. They took things out on this kid, and they became the problem, even if was the parents' addiction that was the problem, or their deep-rooted trauma, or their inability to show love. They always blame the kid, and the kid blamed itself, and this is what happened. It's like this, it's just a disease that comes from natural causes. Things happen in a certain way that made this happen. It's not the soul's fault, but it's not, even if the divine says it's kind of your job, you don't have to take the job. You have free will. You are on a planet with free will, so it's really up to you what you want to do with this. So I'm going to see a little bit deeper into this person. I was never good enough for you. So that was probably their initial feeling. Even if you said, oh, you're perfect, I love you, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so handsome, you're like a young goddess or a young god, and whatever you said, it didn't mean anything. They didn't hear that. They just heard that they were never good enough for you. They just projected their family issues here onto you. And yes, I projected family issues on our relationship. I never wanted to hurt you. I think that's true. This person have some idea about what's right and what's wrong, but they need to be supported in this. So doing the stupid thing towards you, having you react and say, hell no, this is not going to bite by me, I'm not going to agree to it, then that is helpful. It's you becoming a good leader. Yes, I'm seeing this dog trainer. I've forgotten his name, but he has gray hair, and he's, I think, from Mexican descent. Okay, so this is you. Okay, and you want to find someone new because you think you have judged this person as hopeless. They're just doing everything to, destroy this relationship. They are not a good match. I don't want them. I want to find someone new. It's natural, and probably a little bit healthy. Like this anger and this taking care of yourself. It's much better than what you did before, where you were maybe like more a question mark. Why are they doing this? But the next step is to take this leadership here. And I'm walking through the dark night of my soul. I'm seeing you doing so, but with honors. Like you have hit rock bottom, and you're taking yourself up from there by taking care of yourself. And that's what's supposed to happen, because this process is supposed to bring you to become, install a grown-up inside of you. And I think this is what you're doing. We have the King of Wands here, and the Six of Wands, which is both Leo energy, so becoming like the royal family to yourself. I was acting from my ego. I think you're acting from your ego right now, and it's a little bit what you're supposed to, because you're supposed to put boundaries. And I think before you were working a lot with unconditional love and not putting boundaries, and now ego means protecting the body and the soul from hurt. So this is what you're doing, and maybe you're overdoing it. When we are a little bit beginner with things, we will do it to a certain extent where it might become, it's like the pendulum swing, super angry and revengeful, unconditional love and only nice, super angry and revengeful, only nice, and eventually you come to the middle point, which is this, when you become this great dog trainer. So it's It's from the Jungle Book, if that's the name in English, I always forget, but with Mowgli and when Bagheera, maybe that's not the name in English either, but in Swedish his name is Bagheera, and he says he's trying to help Mowgli to learn about the jungle, and maybe I'm wrong here. Is the bear, okay, I will do like this. The bear says it's trying to teach the human what is like the role of the jungle, and then comes the cat, which might be Bagheera, the puma, okay, comes and says, if you are knocking your students, since the bear is almost knocking the human with a big rock in the head, not because they want to, because they are not paying attention really. So if you are knocking your students, how are they supposed to learn the things you taught them or you're teaching them? And that's kind of the sum up of this reading, that you have your pendulum swing has gone from really nice to knocking your student. Before you were overly nice to your student, you spoiled them, you kind of fueled this behavior, making them feel like they were in paradise and could behave really badly and you would still love them. So you were too nice. And then now you're too much in your ego, protecting yourself too much, not being a good leader. So this person, first they got spoiled and now they get smacked around, and you are basically, the divine says you are not a good teacher at this point, but they don't expect you to be either. They would want you to be, but they don't expect you to be, because you're a beginner with saying no and putting boundaries. And so tough love is maybe the middle ground here, but for now it's no love, it's just tough. And before it was only love and no tough. So see what's going on with the romance angels here. This could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. This might have been in reverse. I was not paying attention to how I took the card. So it's a question mark, I would say. It could be the one, but it's only if you want to accept the role as this person's teacher, basically. So I'm also going to see what advices the divine has for both you and the other person. So for you, chaos and conflict, 33. I will search this book with my both hands. It's a little bit easier. Disarray, being at cross purpose with one another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need, and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outwards and causing disarray. I'm thinking it's your need to be loved, and you have, because of that, you try to be overly nice. So that was your issue. You may find yourself at cross purpose with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control, yet every storm passes and chaos leads to reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. The divine is seeing you as the stronger party in this. You have more experience, you have more skills. This person is basically a sitting duck to their projections and their problems. Stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is what we saw, that you maybe wanted it to be resolved, but you wanted the person to jump through hoops before you were ever letting them back to you. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. So to not take the other person for granted just because you're angry with them. So not acting too much from your ego. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way to the stormy emotions to a higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in a much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. I think it said what needed to be said. And here we have this other little character. I realize why you're angry with this person, but more cards I pick up, the more the more empathy I have for this person here. 37. 38. Sorry. So, self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary drama. I think this person is all about unnecessary drama. That's why you're so tired. There's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells us of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance. This is where the two polarities that this person oscillates between, and it's self-loathing and arrogance. And all manners of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It's the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest you would come crumbling down. So they have a lot of things. Maybe they can't say I love you, for example. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim or a perpetrator. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You're not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So since this person goes between self-loathing and arrogance, the arrogance is what saves them from the self-loathing. But then they become too arrogant and do stupid things, and then they are back to self-loathing. And then arrogance is saving them, making them feel like, ugh, I don't care anyway, I don't love that person anyway, never did. And then back to self-loathing because that wasn't true. And, you know, the cycle goes round and round. So they need to find a better way to save themselves, like installing an adult that could have like a higher moral and value and